Hello! What if I told you that the safe choice almost destroyed me? I spent almost 8 years doing what society told me was smart. And yes, I quit that entire life. And here's the thing, it wasn't crazy at all. So, I'm 33 now, born in the 90s, which basically means my childhood was holding a Game Boy in one hand and a mouse in the other one. My friends and I would sit outside in the sun, right? And instead of playing outside like our parents imagined, we literally were grinding Pokemon and Zelda on our Game Boys. I even remember one day when a friend pulled out this PlayStation 1 with this huge extension cable, and we were sitting in the grass playing PlayStation outside on this huge television. I think I will never forget that moment. But how did playing video games and sitting in the grass turn me into quitting my job? That's what I will show you now. At the age of 16, I went to a technical college with my best friend Lukas, and that's where I met Aaron.
Hello.
Aaron, this guy, really sparked my passion for coding, but here's the weird thing. At first sight, we had absolutely nothing in common. Like seriously, I thought we will never be friends. Picture this. I'm in my hardcore rapper phase, baggy pants, gold chain, cap, like the whole thing. And Aaron, a metalhead. Long blonde hair, all black clothing, heavy metal boots. But somehow he knew everything about programming and I was curious, so we started talking. We laughed, we shared games, and we became friends. And Aaron was my first ever programming mentor. And from that day on, I remember showing him code every day. Code that I had printed out. What am I doing wrong? And something shifted in my head back then. Coding wasn't just something I liked to do or print out. It was my thing. Also was gaming my thing, and I had those two passions colliding. I remember thinking that someday I create something that everybody needs. I'll do something meaningful with this. I guess that are completely normal thoughts when you first ever start coding, right? But here's what most people do. Most people let that dream die. I mean, I understand bills happen, life happens, job happens, but not me. I made myself a promise that day that one day I will do something with this, something more than just a job. But here's the plot twist. I didn't become a game developer, not even a developer at all. I did what everyone told me was the right way. Stable job, good company, good salary, safe career. Sounds perfect on paper, right? I mean, I still love coding and I still love building things, and every time in my job I asked for a little automation or something I can do, the answer was always, no, you can build your toys later, do your job. What the? So I started building those toys in secret, and guess what? They saved my team hours of work. I mean, they called it a toy, but for me it was the only part of the job that felt like me. Coding and being creative. That's when I realized I'm not happy. I'm just comfortable. And comfortable isn't the same as living. While I was stuck in my so-called safe career, my best friend Lukas quit university years earlier. Back then I was so shocked and I asked him, why? What are you going to do now? How are you paying your bills? What do you think you're doing now? And he just smiled and said, university isn't for me. I'm going to be self-employed. I'll figure it out. And I'm like, this dude is doing a huge mistake. What? Fast forward a few years, we were having those late night calls where I would complain about my job and how everything felt wrong, and Lukas would always just say, quit. You have to try and figure it out. And yes, he's right. I'm still a gamer and I still love coding, and every time my job felt worse, the feeling of you need to try and figure it out got stronger. Lukas had done it years before with his passion. I have a passion too. What am I waiting for? So I stopped waiting. In August 2025, I turned in my company badge and my laptop and closed that chapter. We packed up our life in Germany, took our kit and moved to Madeira. And on January the 1st, 2026, literally just a month ago, I officially became a full-time indie game developer. At least that's what I'm calling myself right now. No safety net, no big studio, no guaranteed paycheck. Just some experience, love for games, and a family that truly believes in this crazy idea. Which, honestly, is everything. In the next videos, I'm going to show you exactly what game I'm building. I'm going to break down how I'm funding all of this, because, spoiler alert, the math is pretty tight. I'm going to show you which tools I'm using and why I chose them, and most importantly, I'm going to document whether someone like me, without any graphical skills, can actually turn this indie game idea into real business. So if you're curious about game development or want to follow my journey, then stick around, subscribe, like, leave a comment down below and tell me what you want to see in the next videos. By the way, check out my co-working streams on Twitch, the links are down below. See you in the next one. Bye bye.